Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. It's been a while I shared anything with you, and finally I do have something. It took me almost a month to be able to produce something that I actually liked. Maybe it wasn't the easiest thing to draw for getting out of an art block, but I'm glad that it helped. So, if you are going through a block, or if you are finding hard to motivate yourself, or if you are losing your passion to draw, I hope this encourages you to start painting again. First, I want to share the story of the past month that eventually led to this topic. And I am pretty sure that you guys will be able to relate to this. So, around last month, I was thinking what I can do for my next video. Then I suddenly thought of making a watercolor portrait painting and demonstrate the process. Then I looked for references and started the painting. But it did not turn out the way I expected it to be. Or maybe it was my brain that told me that it was garbage, terrible, I should never post it. So I recolored everything in a different art style, and I hated it once again. I felt like something was wrong with it, but I could not figure out what it was. So I deleted it again and painted it in charcoal painting style. I still hated it very much. Those back-to-back 3 failures were huge slaps on my confidence. Hence, the beginning of the art block. I was so terrified to create anything and then be disappointed in myself even more. That's why I just stopped painting altogether. I started finding excuses to avoid drawing. I convinced myself that I don't have time to draw. But the thing is, I always find my time to draw because I'm really passionate about it. And when I actually did have time, I was sure that I wouldn't be able to create something nice, so I did not do anything. The sad thing is, that was not the first time I had this kind of issues where I could not start or continue painting an artwork. If I start to think that I don't have the capability of making something look good, I physically can't draw. The fear of wasting time and being disappointed in myself is just so difficult to overcome. I think you guys can understand that as well. I have gone through lots of art blocks, but none of those made me struggle this much. Then, finally, on a fateful day, I saw this reference and I was like, wow, this is really good. Can I draw this? Will I be able to pull it off? Then I thought, no, let's stop worrying about if I can pull it off or not. Let's stop worrying about making content. Let's just draw for myself. Draw to study the armor. Because I really love shiny things, so let's just enjoy. I stopped thinking about wasting time because at that point I was like, I have wasted enough time, so adding some more would not hurt. And that's all it took for me to grab my stylus and start drawing again. I simply stopped expecting myself to create something good. I just thought about creating. I just started without caring about the actual outcome, and that really helped me. So I would suggest you to allow yourself to make mistakes. Not everything has to be perfect. Not everything you create has to be a pre-planned content. Sometimes accidents are good. Like I told you before, this was not something I was about to share with you. This was not something I planned to study. But it happened and I really liked the result. So we can say that sometimes those accidents can be the content that you were looking for. As you can see, when I started, I just purely did whatever I saw on the reference. I did not think about doing any modifications. I just painted. But gradually, when I got a hang of it, I started thinking differently. I started looking at more references. I started looking at different armors, different styles, and all that. At that point of time, I started thinking, how can I make it different from the reference? I know it's not a big change, but it's still a change, and that matters to me. So, another thing I want to say is keep your goals smaller or manageable. It is absolutely okay if you want to study a picture or an art as it is, if that's what helps you kickstart painting. If you have an unrealistic, crazy goal when you are already struggling, then you will be again disappointed at yourself. So, keep it simple. If only you naturally start thinking about making changes, then do it. Otherwise, don't. Before I forget to tell you this another important thing, that is, do not forget to be proud of yourself. Give yourself some applaud that you fought with this big enemy and came out victorious. I know I should not be talking about smaller goals when I chose this one hell of a reference to get rid of my art block. So, here comes my next point, which is find something that inspires you. Find something that you really want to draw, that ignites the fire within yourself. It could take hours, days, or months even, but it's so important to find something that brings back that passion in you. I know many artists will not agree with this, and they will say that if you keep on searching for ideas without drawing, it's going to take away your precious time. And yes, I do understand that, and I also lost a lot of time looking for that inspiration. But when I got it, nothing could stop me anymore. I was actually happy to draw. I was not just drawing for the sake of drawing. I was drawing because I loved to draw it. Personally, I think that's very important. In case of normal situations, you can start drawing for the sake of drawing or for just practicing, or you can start drawing without worrying about finding that perfect reference. But when you are facing an art block, you need that extra spark to get back on track. At least that's what I feel. That inspiring reference might be really tough or time consuming to draw, but if it helps, it helps. While painting this, I thought about wasting some more time. It was not just some more time, it was a lot of time. But it was worth it. While painting this, I learned to slow down. I learned lots about painting shiny things. I learned to challenge myself. I took a step back and started to think properly. I finally stopped chasing after time and let it take the time it deserved. So yes, definitely take your time. It's not easy to get back to your original speed after struggling for a long time. So, cut yourself some slack. You are only a human. If something is not turning out right, stop it, keep it away for the time being, and continue with a refreshed mind. Lastly, I would like to say that no matter what, believe in yourself. I know sometimes it gets really tough when you have no confidence, or if you feel like you are trapped in a forever no motivation cycle, or you are just procrastinating or avoiding drawing because you are afraid of making mistakes. Things happen, but don't lose the faith in yourself. You got this. You are going to get through this. So these are all the things that helped me fight the art block. I know art block sucks really bad, and we all hope that it never existed in the first place. But it happens. As long as we don't give up on ourselves, as long as we don't give up on our passion, we should be able to get out of it one way or another. So, if you are currently facing this issue, or if you have faced an art block, how do you motivate yourself, or how do you get out of this situation? Let me know in the comments. I would definitely like to share the complete process of this video, but it is getting really long and the entire process took a lot of time. So I guess I should post the rest of it in the next video. In that one, I will discuss more about the artwork itself and all the brushes I used. Anyways, I really hope this video helps everyone who need it. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. I will see you soon in the next one. Till then, take care.